come on in. Bienvenidos, bienvenidos. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Usually we talk about stocks and money and all that stuff, but we switching it up, man, because all the stuff that's been going on in Texas, definitely wants to talk about that. And most people are scared to talk about gun laws, especially like financial YouTubers, because they don't want to piss people off. But y'all know how I roll. I don't care about all that. So we're going to talk about it. Welcome, come on in. And I'm going to give my thoughts, my opinion. I'm on the phone because for some reason my algorithm don't work on my computer as much when I go live on there. It takes longer for people to come. So we're going to wait a little bit. I was looking at Sean King posts. There's a few of them that I actually want to show you, because what I seen and heard from yesterday was basically, it was it was 40 cops. They went in there, handled it, took my man out, right? Then we started seeing more things about it, and then it was like, all right, we had 40 cops there, and it took 40 minutes for them to come in and save the kids. Now today, a lot of the parents, they got the receipts now.
They got their kids out.
They got the receipts. So now you're hearing the police officers got their kids out, and it's getting worse. So you have like their governor or deputy out there. He lied. And I'm actually going to show y'all a lot of what's going on and what the parents was saying. But come on in. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Y'all got Omar in the back. And later on tonight, I'm going to probably do a live where we're going to talk about what the market is doing today. Market is green. I told everybody in my Patreon that it's going to be a green week. So it's definitely doing it. I didn't think it was going to break the record of being 8 weeks in the red. But if you're not signed up in a Patreon, link in the bio for all that. Where y'all checking in from? What's going on? What's going on? Wait, some people get up in here. But for all the people that end up watching it later. So the first thing I actually want to show y'all. Now this is what they was saying yesterday. Now this is on the Sean King page. Now bear with me, I'm on my phone. I didn't want to do it from the laptop. So it was saying there was at least 40 lawmen armed to the teeth, but didn't do a damn thing until it was far too late. The situation could have been over with as a community witnessed it firsthand. So you had this brother, I'm not going to butcher his name, the father of a 10-year-old shooting victim, Jacqueline. Police basically told him, don't go into the school until Jacqueline threatened rush the parents herself. So basically, they wasn't going into school until he basically rushed the police officers like, look, I'm about to go try to save my daughter. And I know this came out yesterday. A lot of people didn't fully believe him for some reason. Then you start seeing more and more receipts. So next, exactly what he was saying, you start seeing right here, they had one parent over there detained because they was pissed off, not trying to get in there. I don't think it'll give me a copyright strike. So imagine that's your kids, yo. You trying to get in there, and I really don't want to fully hear it because you hear like the gunshots and all that type of stuff when you have your kids in that school. And you see right here, Texas law enforcement officers now admit that police went into Robb Elementary School during the shooting to get their own kids out of school. I kid you not. They went and got their own kids out, then took 91 minutes to stop the shooter. Can anybody make that shit make sense? You can't make it make sense. What's up to everybody that just came in? Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. We switching it up. Later on, we're going to talk about stocks, finance, and all the good stuff I know you guys want to talk about. But we do that all day, every day. It's more of a serious deal because you go on social media, go on Instagram, anywhere. That's the main thing you see that people are talking about. And I wanted to get some of y'all opinions, such as gun laws. What do you actually think can change? Now, I have a very unique type of approach with it. I will first start off, because I'm pro-gun, gun owner, license holder, carry every day. So my approach, since I'm very pro with it, I will start off with the school teachers. School teachers should be able to carry. Let's first start off of that, because imagine if you have this situation and if you got 20 school teachers in there and you got 6 of them is carrying, where you basically, the state fund the teachers to be able to take the class, to be able to take a self-defense class, have their guns completely locked up, and doing this type of scenario, teachers need to be strapped. And that's just serious, because yeah, I bet you 19 people is not getting executed by that little coward. Might 3, 4, 5 at the most. After that, my man about to get messed up. Sal said I would have gone inside with my gun and get my child out. Like, facts, yo. It's you not stopping me from going in to be able to go protect my family. Because if y'all the law enforcement, you the police officers, your job is to go in there and do it. If you're sitting outside and I'm hearing gunshots, it's either y'all taking me out or I'm going in there and I'm about to go do your job. I think that's Leslie. Go open the door, Weezy. For me. Yep. So yeah, it's crazy on what they talking about. You know, one thing that's sad as hell, yo. Look at this. Said Joe Garcia, the husband of Irma Garcia, one of the teachers shot and killed, has reported suffered a fatal heart attack. Joe and her was high school sweethearts and married for 24 years. They left behind 4 children. So literally, this brother lost his wife, had 4 children, and ended up dying, suffering a heart attack. So he didn't just suffer a heart attack, he passed, yo. That's tough, man. So now these 4 kids have no mom, no dad. And they actually got a GoFundMe for him, and I'm happy they verified it, because those kids need to be taken care of with all type of love, energy, everything they can get. And it look like the GoFundMe is doing good. People is supporting it. Look at this. It's at 248,000. The goal was to reach 10,000. Sean said, I have verified this GoFundMe straight with executives there. The link is in the bio. They will also make sure the family receive every penny. As you know, the school teacher, Irma Garcia, was murdered Tuesday. The death of her husband, her dear husband, then died of a heart attack this morning. And one of the most devastating stories I've ever heard in my entire life. They left behind 4 children. Let's do everything we can to support them. What up, though?
What up, though?
We live. What you gotta say to the people?
Oh, hey, people.
What up, baby? What's going on? Where you coming from?
Well, I came from work, but I dropped off your son gifts.
She brought you some gifts?
Same thing. I bought the big slide and the extra.
Hold on. You bought a what?
A slide, and then he got the little lawnmower.
The slide that he had?
I guess so.
You done bought him the slide. Weezy bought the slide too.
Weezy.
Oh, everybody done bought him the same slide.
Go take your stuff back.
Mine was for Christmas.
Come on. He is still downstairs because we got a slide over.
No, his is.
Yeah, no, you
This
remember?
is Grandma Gladys. Kelly
So
bought a
basically,
slide.
y'all ain't utilizing our
Oh
gifts,
my
right?
God, you
Y'all
got
just
slides
letting it go to
everywhere.
waste.
No, it was winter.
I'm gonna come over and start sliding on it once a month. Look, I'm gonna slide down the slide.
I said, sad to hear. What do you think of filing criminal charges against the parents of these killers? Now you talking. Now you are talking, because to solve it, I wish I had the screenshot, yo. where I seen in the United States it's like 228 killings, you know, these type of school killings, and the next state is like 10, then after that it's like 5, 3, 2, 1. And we need to do something very, very wild. And I would be, my only problem, because I thought about the exact same thing you said, my only problem is some of these kids hate their parents so much, they would do that in spite of their parents, just because they know their parents would get in trouble, right? So say, for example, the coward that killed his grandma before he did it, he's like, okay, let me do this because they're going to go and attack the grandma. So I think we have to figure out a different way to do it, such on that level. But something definitely needs to be done differently. What do you think of Yeti stock, if I may ask? We ain't talking about Yeti stock yet. But my wife loves Yeti. I use Yeti all the time, so I love them. But yeah, it's definitely a tough one. I want to get y'all thoughts. What do you think we should do, such as laws? I believe we should definitely make it that much harder for anybody to be able to get a gun. And, you know, I know the white supremacists hate hearing this, but I definitely believe average people should only have average guns, meaning we should only be able to carry handguns. I carry my handgun to protect myself. I'm okay with that. I'm not trying to kill no damn zombies, so I don't personally need an AK-47. If you're a hunter, go ahead and hunt. Get you a rifle. If you want something to protect your home, you can get you a shotgun. But all the extreme guns and automatics should not even be legal for average person to get. We are not in the military. Yes, it's fun going to the shooting range and shooting them, but you know, maybe we should charge $5,000 per bullet. You know, we talking about charging to buy them. To buy them, if we do that, we're gonna find a way to monetize that as Americans. But we definitely need to do some harsh punishments, like some real harsh punishments. And then people, it's going to come out. So there's more coming out every single day talking about how bad they are handling it, because this department completely lied of what was going on. And we are now hearing like they had 90 officers actively there, and it took y'all that long. So you guys sound cowardly as hell to not be able to do it. Okay, look at this. Swipe over and say, yesterday, the Texas Department of Public Safety said that the school did have a police officer who exchanged gunfires. So this is what they said yesterday. And that the cop was shot and injured. That's what they said. I remember them saying that, right? Today they said none of what they said on record happened yesterday. Today they said no cop, no exchange, no injury. How you messed that up? Think of that. How do you go from, hey, we had a cop on, like, this is real fishy, yo. This is real fishy. Okay, how did they bring themselves yesterday to say all of those things that happened, only to claim today that they made it up? Something is really not right here. It doesn't pass the smell test at all. Because look at this. Texas DPS told me that there was in fact a school police officer on campus at Rod Elementary who exchanged gunfire with the shooter, and an officer was shot and injured. That was then, and the shooter ran inside the school, barricaded himself in the class. Sal says some kids don't have God in their heart. It's less than God, man. It's tough, because for you to want to go in cowardly and go slaughter kids that can't defend themselves. You didn't go anywhere where it's like people can literally defend themselves. It's tough, man. It's tough just seeing all of the victims. Young couldn't live a full life. What's up, Omar? What you doing? Oh, you about Shorio too? Look at him. It was just his birthday. I can't even imagine, man, dropping my kid off and you taking them to school. School, the number one place where you're supposed to be safe at. And they're not even safe there. You're supposed to protect your kids, but you don't expect that. So what's y'all thoughts of teachers being able to carry? Do y'all believe teachers should be able to carry? I believe they should. Would you consider homeschool? Me personally, I'm definitely going to probably go more homeschooling because, like, for like example, right now, my son, he's not in daycare. There's no reason to trust somebody else to watch my son that don't know him when I can get myself to do it or my wife. So he's not in daycare. He's advanced as hell because we put that time in with him every day of learning. When it come down to regular school, I think at a young age we would probably homeschool until he get to that sociable age where it's like, yo, he needs to get into public school, get that fun energy, get that fun environment where he'd be able to learn all of that type of stuff himself. But yeah, it's a thin line when it comes down to homeschooling because kids going to learn a lot being at home, but they're not going to have that social activity. So I'll probably have them signed up in all types of sports. So after school, we can go out and do it. What up, y'all? Armed security is much. What you got to say, Tom Weezy?
The only thing I gotta say, what's up, everybody? But what I would add is when you look at school, you look at environment. Like my daughter, she goes to it's a private school, but you know they got a camera at the front door. It's a locked door. You can't come in unless they, you know, you went through their fingerprinting. They'll see you on the camera.
Yeah,
so,
that's
Metro Charter. That's a free
man.
academy.
Yeah, I remember
They
when
do that there.
the school Rashad used to go to.
So increasing, we gotta now with this going on, we have to hold the schools accountable for doing their part and increasing surveillance, increasing security and safety for our kids. So we gotta.
So and I like
it,
I like that angle. DeWine just came with the angle where a lot of people not talking about where hold the schools accountable. You shouldn't have an unlocked door where my man was able to run in it. It shouldn't be able to get no gun in no school because yes, you hate to have security. You have to have security all around the school with metal detectors and all that stuff. But if it's going to keep your kids safe, after a while, you'll be okay. You'll get used to it. So I like that angle. Somebody said, do you think maybe doing a better background check?
Absolutely. They got so with that security system, it does a background check. You got to go into a portal, you sign in on your phone, and once they do the background check, they check, make sure you don't have, you know, any.
Because
so
you have to first look at, because when these companies or people when they sell these guns to people, they get to choose at their own discretion if they want to sell this gun to this minor or whatever it is, even though it's legal for them to get it at 18, but they can pick and choose. And I think the law should have, whenever there are certain red flags, you got an 18-year-old buying this type of guns, red flag them. You know, you got to monitor them. Y'all monitor all our social media, what we buy. I go to click and buy something and my whole, Safari pop up with the ad I looked at for the last 2 days. So they know how to do it. They need to surveillance people that actually buying these guns a lot more and a deeper background check. It should be some type of evaluation. If you're a loner, loners are usually the ones that do it the most. Are you an only child? It should literally be an algorithm. Are you an only child? What's the income? You should literally do a filter thing. So whenever people within this filter buy this, because if you look at the last, let's say, if we look at the last 10 shooters that did this, I bet you a lot of them have something in common. You put together an algorithm when those type of people buy it, monitor their social media, because y'all monitor our stuff anyway. If I say the N-word, I'm gonna get kicked out of Facebook. I say whatever it is, but my man posted guns and clips and all that type of stuff, and you letting it ride. Do you think locking the doors is a solution? I think locking the doors would definitely help, because if you have all doors locked, it's only one way the kid can enter into the school. in the front. You ain't you ain't getting in no other way unless you're not getting in. So that's on the school for not having that on lock. So I'm saying it's first on the school for not having things in order. Second, it's on the police and law enforcement for not being able to have everything in order. And then it's the governor or whoever it is that allowed them to lie to the people and not allow them parents to go try to save their kids. If y'all scared, now they can make ghost guns. How do we track them? No idea. No idea. You know, that's why we're having this conversation to see different ways. Shout out to everybody that's new in here. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button if you're new. We usually talk about stocks. We talk about finance and all that type of stuff. Sign up for the Patreon link in the bio. Getting started first thing next month. But today, I want to talk about what's going on in the world because a lot of people are usually scared to just be transparent about their thoughts and the injustice. So I'm not going to play the sound, but look at the video. This is a 6-minute video of while it's going on because the last thing you want to hear is some gunshots. But let's look at this video. So you look at this, you see you got police car over here. You look, you out of here?
I'm getting weepy his key.
Oh, okay.
I don't want to interrupt you.
Appreciate it.
Come here, Bubba. Oh, that is it.
Let's see. So look at this. This is chaos. You got it blocked off. You not letting parents go in. They said you had the police officers being gangster and detaining the families versus going in there and saving lives because you're going to have to detain me. You're not stopping me from going in there. So you see this, you see my man getting detained because you're not letting him go protect his loved ones. Like, why are y'all sitting around? Like, what are y'all doing? Make it make sense. What are y'all doing? If there's an active shooter inside, why are y'all outside? So you got parents distress, and one of the parents I heard said, yo, we can rush them. We can rush up in there. It's more of us than it is cops. You can't stop all of us and you're not about to shoot us all. All I need is grab about 10 people. 10 people that's about that life. Who is about that life? Let's go save our loved ones. They ain't taking us all out because we getting in there. All of these cop cars. And it took 90 minutes to go in there. Coward-like energy. Coward-like energy. Exactly what it is. But yeah, man, that's what's going on. They have a GoFundMe for one of the brothers that end up passing through a heart attack because he couldn't handle all the stuff going on with his family and stuff. I just want to know y'all thoughts in the comments. How do you think we can solve it? In this instance, you know, because it's always a different scenario. But in this scenario, in my opinion, first we start with the schools. Schools need tougher ways for people on the outside to be able to get in the school. All doors locked, one way in, one way out doing school. It just is what it is. And second, having the laws where, what's up? What's up? Here we doing YouTube. Say hey. We got to upload your YouTube later on. What you want to play? What you want to do? Why you hit me? That kid crazy. So I guess it's playtime for me because these parents won't be able to do that with their kids. Unfortunately, because you had a coward that came in there. But just want to spark the conversation of what you think can be done differently to get things popping. I believe give teachers access to be able to carry. And not literally just carry on them while they're in school, but be able to have their gun locked up in the back. Because if a shooter only can get in one classroom, once you hear another classroom, some gunshots going off, you coming in like the police. You come on, it's a bunch of y'all. Hey, you ain't about to take us all out. We gotta hurry up. And you have a lot of people that's ex-military that have that type of training. So I think there are multiple ways, and also have a tougher gun law on who can purchase guns and what type of guns you can purchase. So I'm going to do some more videos later on today. So far, I think I did Terra Luna last night. I did a DeFi video everybody been asking about. Go check that out. And the market is actually green today. I predicted it will be a green week. So we will see how it keep up. But I will talk to you guys in a few. I'm out.